Hello, round two. Picture of my cats for tax. I'm sure you can see them. Here, let me see if I can fix this lighting so you can see them better. You see them? The orange one is Gilbert, and the gray boy is Gus. Or I guess he's blue. I don't know. Anyway, they're hanging out with me while I do this. Um, they're very good boys. I'll leave them in the picture, for tax purposes. Um, Serotonin or dopamine or whatever. So I kind of want to go back, um, because I have something to talk about in terms of a medical issue I was dealing with throughout the entirety of this, until about 2021. And so that was when I was really young, probably 7 or 8 years old. I was diagnosed with migraines. I got them frequently. They made me really sick. Uh, when I went to the doctor, they prescribed this. They I think it's called propranolol, if I'm remembering correctly. Basically, they said that since I was a minor, they couldn't give me anything that would truly help for the migraines. So this was a medication to slow my heart rate down, so less blood would go into my brain to cause migraines, I guess. It didn't work, and it made me really lightheaded. Um, I had to climb stairs at school, so it was not ideal. But these migraines, guys, I had them with Aura and they would just completely like I was worthless the rest of the day or until the migraine went away. Like I would vomit. The only way I could ever really find any peace at all was to like lay in the floor of the shower with burning hot water. And I would do that till the water turned all the way cold and sometimes even longer than that. Um, so I had these, like I said, throughout my childhood, throughout my teen years, and into part of my adult years. And it never looked really any further than that. When the migraines persisted, I was told to take ibuprofen because that's what I was allowed to take. So I did. And towards the end there, I was taking a lot of ibuprofen, guys. Like, I was in so much pain all the time. And around 2020, I started developing this pain in the front section of my lower right side. Uh, I went to the doctor. I didn't have health insurance, so I guess I went to a clinic and they were like, "Oh, it's girl issues. You should get the IUD. It'll help." And I did that. That shit sucks, by the way. But I did that and it didn't help. If anything, I was dealing with the cramping of the new IUD and the migraines and the side pain. Um, And it got to the point where I bought this medical grade heating pad that got really, really hot, but it would turn off automatically every 2 hours. And the only way I could sleep was taking ibuprofen right before bed and putting all of my body weight um, on this heating pad directly where the pain was at. And I would wake up every 2 hours like clockwork to have to turn it back on. Not because I set alarms, but because it was genuinely so painful that I would wake up. Um, Now, I didn't have health insurance at the time. So I got that for the following year, and then I went to go see a doctor, and it was my kidney. And it had been low functioning. I had been born with a low functioning kidney, is basically what it is, my right kidney. Um, and that was what was causing so much pain. They found out that it was functioning at 13%, and I guess 15% is what's needed to save it. Um, but what it was is since it had been low functioning my entire life, by the time they had found it, um, I it had been 50% larger than a normal kidney, full to the full to the brim with one giant rock of a kidney stone. Um, Now keep in mind, I tried medication, I tried glasses, I tried braces to get rid of these migraines, um, and nothing worked. But once that kidney was removed, I haven't had a migraine like that since. Um, but I think about how much ibuprofen I took, knowing that that made the problem worse. Um, but my left kidney, she's the real MVP. She's doing her best over here, so she did great. She did great. But it sucks, you know? Like I spent so long in pain for something that was like remedied with one surgery. I think about that a lot because I just I feel like for so long I was suffering in every way. You know what I mean? Um, and I don't feel this way now, but I think back and I'm like, no wonder I didn't want to be alive. Like I didn't know any peace, guys. I didn't know any peace. Um, and the few people I trusted, I only trusted enough to still conform to them. I hung out with them, but I still conformed to them. Anyway, I have a gnarly couple scars on my stomach, but uh it looks sick. Scar looks sick. And I hated it. Like once I got that surgery, my body issues just intensified tenfold. Because I don't know if you've ever had your kidney removed, but from like below your belly button down, they do like an incision, and then there's like four incisions all the way down for like the probing or whatever. And I don't really care about this side, but like in the middle, it's uneven, so it like kind of like goes like this. And so my stomach looks I hated it for a very long time. It looked I couldn't even look at myself again. Um, I could barely stomach it before, but I have an easier time now because when I look at it, it doesn't look like um it doesn't I'm much less hard on myself about it because I don't see a body that failed me. I see a body that carried me through years and years of suffering and heartache and neglect, and I'm forever thankful that it kept me going. Uh, I am going to go ahead and start making the next video, and we'll keep going.